Going on, guys? Serious HD, and today I'm bringing you guys a quick little video basically describing how I make my mod tools. Now, a few people asked for this in the comment section, and I thought, that'd be a kind of good idea. So I'm going to be showing you guys basically not a tutorial on how to make the tools, just kind of how I go through, or I've been going through these recent tools I've been posting. So the first thing I normally do is I start out by making a folder, that voice crack, named SRC or dependencies. I like to go with dependencies because that's what all of my tools have been. The next thing I do is I make a batch file to run the actual program whenever it's built. Now the reason I use a batch file instead of using a jar file for anyone who's familiar with Java is because of the fact that I like to just be able to have a external application so that I can access the folders outside of it without having to use the class path. Which honestly is just laziness on my part, but anyway. So I just make something called run.bat, and I have to type in a few lines to make sure that it actually runs the program. I name my main class panel as well, so that's why I put panel here. The next thing I do is I generally make a Java file called panel. I don't always call it panel, but most of the time I do. And I open it up. Now, I use JCreator by default. I don't really like it that much, but I set a color scheme that I like, so I kind of just program in this. Now, this is not going to be teaching you how to use Java. This is just going to be showing you kind of how I go through this. Now, basically after that comes the real programming. I actually have to make I used something called Swing, which is basically like an API for for Java to basically make a graphical component. And so I would have to make a bunch of classes and stuff that basically go over java.aw.swing and I'll show you guys one of my tools, some of the source code. I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's what I did. Okay. I'll show you the source code for, I don't know, the Advanced Warfare Game Save Creator. And I'll show you guys a little bit of what I did. Also, I'll show you a little bit of how the tools work. Now, this is something you probably don't know. Basically, I use a file escape. I actually already have this decrypted, as you can tell. And so basically what I do is I put file escapes in here and I have Java filter them out and replace them with whatever your text or whatever yours is going to be. So the actual classes look something like, hold up, I need to load it up really quickly. See Advanced Warfare. And as you guys can tell, these tools are not very secure, and it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, the reason I did that is because, or the only reason I didn't include the main source is because that way it doesn't clutter up the files. Also, you guys don't have direct access to the source code. If you really want the source code, you got to go scavenge for it through the class files. But anyway, so this is kind of what a tool looks like. It's really just packed with a bunch of code. If you don't know much about Java, all of this is just babble to you. Mainly what it does is it builds a frame and it packs in a bunch of graphical components into it, and then each button has a specific purpose and has a specific thing tied to it. Really, that's it, guys. I'm kind of iffy on how I wanted to do this video because I'm not sure exactly what people wanted. They said they wanted me to show how I make my mod tools, so I'm kind of giving you guys an idea. But there's not much to it, honestly. It's just that. It takes a lot of programming, obviously. There's a little bit of file structure into it. There's a little bit of back-end components, such as methods and that kind of stuff. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to know how the tools work, basically they take and this is why whenever you guys are having problems with corrupted data or whatever, it's generally your PS3 or you did something wrong, because it does the same thing every time. It takes a file, it writes to it, then it copies it to this output folder, which is yours. It encrypts the entire folder, and that's it. And that's what all save resigners do, basically. And so that's what would happen. And this isn't going to do anything because we don't have anything in there, but that's basically what I would do. And then I would pack it with something called batch.exe, which happens to be right here. I don't know if you guys can see that because I just hit the Windows button. I'm not sure if you can. Anyway, so yeah, basically it just uses that batch.exe converter. I add a logo to it. I add a README and updates. And then what I do is I copy the original work, paste it in. I delete all the external stuff that you guys don't need, such as the .java file, the batch file, all that. And you get something that looks kind of like this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now for this tool, I did something a little bit differently. I actually made packages. So for any of you who know anything about Java, I made packages for all the old classes, imported them, and just used them for the panels. So it didn't take much recoding. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I will be, as you can see, that's not a random thing on my desktop. That's actually something I'll be doing pretty soon. I'm going to go ahead and delete all this because I'm going to make a different kind of file structure for this one. Probably the same way, but I'll probably end up doing it a little bit differently. It's kind of hard to explain. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. As you can see, I'm getting ready for the 2K subscriber deal. If you guys noticed recently, I released some Destiny code generator. And with the money I've gotten from that, I've been working on getting all the games that I don't have anymore, and getting mods and stuff for them so I can be able to play with you guys and do all that. And I've been buying a little bit of equipment stuff. My jailbreak should be here, I'm going to say, probably anywhere from like Saturday of this week to, I don't know, Wednesday of next week. And so all my games will be here by Saturday as well. So everything will be ready by that time, and then I'll be packing it up. So let's go ahead and get to 2K. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I will be probably double uploading today because this is kind of a weird video. This isn't really something that much of you will probably want to watch. I'm going to be working on a new Black Ops game save creator, so keep an eye out for that pretty soon. I also might do Modern Warfare 2. People have been asking for those old games, and I didn't think people were interested, but they are, so I might do that as well. Go ahead and, as always, make sure you leave a comment giving me ideas for what you want to see. Obviously, this video was kind of weird, but people asked for it, so I said, hey, I'll help you guys out. If you guys are interested on learning how to code Java, you might want to just look up some Java tutorials, because Java, I'm just going to say, is not the best language to code modding tools and stuff in, but I enjoy it just because of the fact that it's very simple in its nature, and a lot of it is just kind of basic programming. I do know a lot of other languages, so I'll probably be doing C# pretty soon for a lot of other mod tools that actually involve like CCAPI and all that. But for now, I'm sticking with Java. I don't know, it's fun. I like it. And yeah, so I've been rambling on, but that's how I make my mod tools, guys. So hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.